is our little Airbnb we've been staying at. Annie is the host, she doesn't speak a word of English, but we managed to charades a few things, like a broken toilet, but it's great. It's a great little spot in the middle of town. It's got a kitchen and we've been working a lot. That's our little workstation over there. Yeah, so this has been home while we're sorting out all the paperwork for the Vagabonde.
Where are we going, Elayna?
To the supermarket.
That's pretty impressive.
It is. There's one good supermarket in this town.
Now what are you doing?
I'm about to hop in the car.
Oh yeah?
My boyfriend's annoying me with the new camera.
Oh, riveting stuff there. We nearly crashed the door into the thing. She gets into the driver's seat, bang, shuts the window, door.
No yelling while I'm driving, okay?
Such a wide lens, look at that.
No yelling while I'm driving or I will have a crash.
It's going to tell me to put my seatbelt on in a minute.
Good. God, I'm starving.
That's a pretty wicked lens.
I am starving, everyone.
What's the latest drama?
Can't find a park.
Oh my god, should we vlog it?
Yes.
I reckon we should.
We can't find a car park.
Oh god.
I found one. I found a car park.
Oh, crisis averted. Jeez, this daily stuff's pretty good, isn't it?
It's fabulous.
Having lived in this tiny town of Lagon-Mott for a few weeks now, we'd already found a few little pieces of heaven, like this organic market, which was the only place around here that didn't smell like cheese. And the lady always gave us free strawberries, so we were happy.
What is it that we're doing right now?
Well, we haven't organised insurance or registration or anything like that. So technically, well not even technically, they said you're not allowed to move onto the boat yet, but our time ran out on the Airbnb and we thought we'd sneak on board. So if it burns down, we're in big trouble. But we're hoping that it doesn't burn down. We're always hoping that it doesn't burn down. And yeah, we're mates with the guy next door, Eric, so he won't dob on us. It just seemed ridiculous to be paying for like a room when we've got a perfectly good boat sitting here.
That's not ours yet.
It is.
I'm scared. I'm scared we're going to get in trouble.
I know. I've been having to argue with you for the last 3 days.
Alright, let's just do it before I put any more thought into it.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
So we just finished unpacking all of our stuff and we thought that we would give you guys the full boat tour. So this is my galley. I've got a 2-stove cooktop and an oven. We have an espresso machine because we spent way too much time drinking terrible coffee on the last boat. We've got massive cupboards, 2 fridges with mini freezers inside, and a bin which is out of the way. You can't see it, can't smell it, which is good. And the one thing that I really wanted was the hole that goes straight to the ocean where you put all the leftover fruit and veg, and they forgot to put that in, but they're doing that soon, so that'll be good. Not forget the pantry.
That's my favourite spot.
My favourite spot. So this is the starboard hull. We have an owner's version, which basically means that an entire hull is ours. So we have a bed at the back and a head at the front, which is great. And we've got this door, so when there's heaps of people around, we can shut it. We have a whole house to ourselves. This is our bed. It might not be that exciting for you, but it's very exciting for us. It's square and we have plenty of room. Probably my favourite spot on the boat right now. I think in summer it'll be the nets, but for now this is gold. And Riley's wardrobe is just to the right of you. Riley, do you want to show everyone your wardrobe? And underneath the bed here, that's a massive bit of storage there. It's all a bit of a mess right now, but...
Behind here we got more Camry gear and my summer clothes.
So this is my wardrobe. It's pretty big. And in the middle here we have a thing we had installed. There's a few USB plugs and electrical things where we charge all of our electrical things. And this is our bathroom. Same toilet as the old one. Definitely not the same shower as the old one. So this is going to be the workstation slash dining room slash whatever you want. Under all of these seats is, once again, storage, and we've got a few things in there at the moment, like there's books and a yoga mat.
There's lithium batteries underneath you.
Yes, lithium batteries underneath me, and behind here. What's that called again?
I don't even know.
Bilgy! It's bilgy.
It's the bilgy alarm.
Bilgy alarm. Should we get into details about all this stuff?
Nah.
So, this is the starboard aft cabin. Yeah, it's the same size bed as ours, so whoever is a guest in this room is one lucky bugger. Where's the light for this? Oh.
Did I leave a little present in there, did I?
Yeah. And this is the forward cabin, and we haven't given him a name yet, if you guys can think of a name. Oh, it's got a name. Annie Claire.
Really?
Annie Claire, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow, they've got heaps of bench space. Look how big this is.
They think of everything, don't they?
They do.
This is the owner's manual, which isn't huge, but if you add it together with the other paperwork that we've got, it does start adding up. The only thing that I'll read out to you guys are some of the important stats. We're 14.62 metres long, we're 7.15 metres wide. We have a minimum draft of 1 metre, that is with the dagger boards up. With the dagger boards down, we are 2.35 metres long. I won't explain what dagger boards are right now, but I will show you later on. We are 20.16 metres high, length of mast, height of mast. Now, the important thing, and this is what these guys spend their entire life brainstorming, is how to make the boats lighter. We're 8.5 tonne, 8,507 kilograms. So the running joke at Outremer is before they let you on board, they cut your toothbrush in half. So it's not so weight sensitive, but it would be silly to fill such a fast, impressive boat with superfluous accoutrements, Elayna.
Except for my blender. I only have a blender.
Okay. So I've got some mainsail areas and stuff like that, but I won't bore you with those details. This is the nav station here. It's good because you can see everywhere. 360-degree views is their hallmark. We've got the B&G gear again. This has got radar and AIS. A fantastic thing which we could have really used out from the Galapagos, Elayna, with you and Dad, is autopilot from inside. So when those storms were coming, we could have gone just downwind a little bit before coming back on course, rather than taking a reeve each time, which also, in particularly on this boat, because we're so fast, as the apparent wind won't catch up with us, because we'll be slipping along behind it, in front of it. Anyway, all of the components of the boat run through this little master vault thing here, so I can turn off one fridge and not the other, and all that sort of stuff. And I've got a harmonica.
Well, let's not forget the sound system.
I won't crank it at the moment, but we've got this here, and Philippe, who did all of the filming for the event, gave us these things here, which just absolutely crank. We're going to be those annoying kids on the fancy boat at the harbour, keeping all of the old people up. Why don't you follow me outside? We have a gigantic mast here. I don't know, there's not much to say about the outside, hey? There's these trampolines are pretty awesome. The same furling system. We've got the setup for a code D or a code 0, which is much easier, I think, than the sock which we used to have. Plus, there's just such a gigantic amount of space out here that I'm much more inclined to pull sail bags out of their little holders and drop them down on deck and set them up. So not only will we be going faster anyway, we'll be set up better all of the time for the particular winds that we're in. Because, yeah, just having this platform out here as a work area, we've only been on a few little sails, but it's just fantastic. So this is storage space, which is ridiculous. This is bigger than my room on the old boat. But there's a Watt and See, and I think there's a sail bag in the other side. So everything's symmetrical apart from the setup of the rooms. So what you see in here will be in there, except there's going to be another sail bag in the other one. This Watt and See generator, I think, is going to be...
a game changer.
It should be good, yeah.
And this is the rest of it. So we've stashed some... What are you doing? Oh, that's very nice of you. So this is... Oh, we got a canopy. So we have a shade, a gigantic shade that covers the whole front of the boat, which will be awesome, like in the middle of summer in Greece. Yeah, some sails. My gigantic suitcase has to live in here. We got fenders. We got the knee dance.
One of the highlights is the carbon fibre tiller steer, because when you're going along at quite a rate of knots, you can get a good feel for the boat. It's really, really good fun. Also doubles as a sword pirate counter-attack. And it's a bit tusky, isn't it, Elayna?
Oh, it is. Don't bring up that movie.
Remember the movie?
Yeah. Never forget it.
What we've got here...
Hang on, I can't see your face.
Can't see my face?
Take your hat off. There we go.
How's that?
Yeah. Beautiful head.
So, one of the standard features on a lot of catamarans is the solar panels at the back here, but the great thing is the davit arm, so you can lift the tender up and down.
Which we haven't got yet. It's in the mail still.
Yeah, which saves you having to put the outboard on your shoulder and lug it around. All we've got is this and the hydro generator, and I'm very interested to see how autonomous that makes us. I think that the Watt and See will cover us for everything that we need whilst we're out at sea, and hopefully this goes the solar panels go a long way towards keeping us covered whilst we're on anchor. Obviously when we're running the water maker, which I'll show you in a second, we'll have to run the engine when we're on anchor. So there's storage under here, storage under here, storage under here. There's an important thing to say is there's no storage there because it's an airtight bulkhead, which the boat's full of them, so it won't sink. It's like the Titanic. Down here is a similar thing to the other side, but that's got a water heater. This has got a water maker. So there are your controls for the water maker. Starter battery, the other side of because obviously there's two rudders, so you've got all that system in here as well. Yeah, lots of cables and an engine. We're closer to 47 foot instead of 45, so we got these extra pontoons put at the back, which helps with weight bearing. As you can imagine, because we're a little bit longer, we can accept a little bit more of a payload. And then also, as you're coming along here with your tender, there's an easier area, an easy platform for access and egress.
Righty, you're in my spot, mister.
I am. Elayna will be doing most of the driving, if not, well, not all of it, whilst we're out at sea, but as we're coming into the harbour... Docking. In standard docking procedure, Elayna will be here driving and I'll be throwing ropes around. That's recommended because any sort of manhandling of ropes, I'm going to be more likely to be able to pull that off, whereas this is just finesse and experience, which Elayna is more than capable of doing.
Thank you. See how I go. Last thing, dagger boards.
Dagger boards are here. They're our dagger boards, so you'll use them and you won't use them in different weather conditions. So they'll help you point into the breeze is one important thing to remember. But you might have the windward one down and the leeward one up, or the other way around. You might have both of them up if you're heading downwind. They're a good thing to play with and a good thing for speed, safety, and to track well.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to interrupt this fabulous time lapse, but I just got news on my phone. I just checked my emails, and there's an email from someone at Okunbor because Annie, remember how I told you about Annie, the host of our Airbnb earlier on, how she couldn't speak a word of English? Well, turns out one thing that she did understand from this morning when we left was that we were moving onto the boat tonight, and she just went to the Okunbor office to return a bunch of my undies I left there in one of her drawers. And she said to them how, stoked she was for us moving on board for the first time tonight. So they know, and they just sent us an email, and Riley's gone to get vegetables from the shop for dinner, and I don't know what to do, and I'm really scared. I'm scared they're gonna come here. They totally won't, but I knew this was gonna happen. Yep. Anyway, back to the time lapse while I sort this out with Ralphs. Which is like. So can you tell me what's happened?
We got told off because we're not supposed to have moved on board just yet, which I kind of knew was going to happen. It's insurance stuff, so we don't have any insurance. So we're covered by, well, we're not covered by Okunbor. They've got like a standard you can go around, but you're not allowed to live on board. So if it was to burn down at the moment, and they said not to move on board, they gave us the key, which was a bad move.
Yeah. Anyway.
What did they think we were going to
I know.
So yeah, I think, I don't know if we'll end up going to get accommodation or if they'll just say, look, the chances of you burning it down are so small that you should be alright. But
However, we do have a cauliflower, some Listerine, and some wine on the table.
I'm going to cut this up
Have
and eat
some
it with
hummus.
some hummus.
Mm. So we invited Matthew over for a wine, and the first thing he said when he walked in the door was, "You naughty kids."
He did.
It was so funny. And I was sitting there like in my blanket and my wine. I'm like, "I'm sorry, Matthew, like we didn't have a place to stay tonight. Like, we only planned to stay for one night." And he was like, no, like it's okay, like, we'll sort something out. And it was just so funny. What a legend.
Yeah. And then he sat down and told us stories about the legends of multi-hull.
About everything, yeah.
Multi-hulling.
He really is the best.
He's a great dude.
Cheers, baby. Riley's dad left us this wine. And also his pyjamas that he left at the hotel, which he made us pick up. Here, let me show you.
Thanks for that, Dad. We're drinking it on the first night on the boat.
Yeah. Hold on.
No, it's his
What does your dad do that I can like
gymnastics or handstand push-ups.
What does he say all the time? What are some good sayings that he says? What did he say on the Pacific crossing that I can quote?